John chapter 2, Water Turned to Wine, Part 1. On the third day there was a wedding in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Now both Jesus and his disciples were invited to the wedding, and when they ran out of wine, the mother said to him, the mother of Jesus said to him, "They have no wine." And Jesus said to her, "Woman, what does your concern have to do with me? My hour has not come." So Jesus and his mother and his disciples were invited to a wedding, right? So they were invited to a wedding. So they liked, Jesus was well liked, right? So it says on the third day. And when we study the Bible, a lot of times we read the Bible and we just read right through it, and we're just, this happens, but we're not paying attention to the context of what is actually being said, to follow in chronological order what is being written so that we get it in context, right? So John is saying on the third day. When we read John's writing, he's going by day by day by day. This happened, this happened. We see this on the third day. It says on the third day. On what third day? That's the question, right? So we go to the chapter 1, right? Chapter 1, John chapter 1, 19 to 28. It says on the next day, right? John chapter 1, 19 through 9. John chapter 1, verse 19 through 28. From that point, verse 29 to 34, the next day after that, right? On the next day, right? And so John chapter 1, verse 35 to 42, it's the following day. John chapter 1, 43 to 54, 51, 43 to 51, and on the third day, right? So when we follow the days, all these things happen in chapter 1. Multiple things happen in chapter 1 on multiple different days, right? And so we get on the third day on chapter 2, it's the third day when Jesus talks to Nathanael, right? So from that day, 1, 2, and on the third day, it's the wedding in Canaan. So the disciples were invited to a wedding on the third day following meeting Nathanael. And the mother of Jesus was there. So there's no mention of Joseph, the man who raised Jesus, Mary's husband, right? Which indicates Joseph passed away and the Lord was